Wallahi, you can only get the best from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Remember, Imam Nafasa, rahimahullah, is narrating in his tafsir book a story of the mother of Musa alayhi salatu wassalam. Wallahi, I don't want to play down the reason why we are having these awful moments, especially now during quarantine. I don't want to play down the reason why we find ourselves stressful or anxious. If you read the story of the mother of Musa alayhi salatu wassalam, or the women of that time, wallahi, talking about anxiety, they live the true meaning of anxiety. Talking about stress or depression, they lived the true meaning of depression. That time, because Fir'aun lanatullah alayhi was abusing people, so much so one day, one of his soothsayers came to him and said, a baby will be born from the Banu Israel. Through his hands, your kingdom will be destroyed. So he became panicky. He became panicky and then decided to kill every single baby boy from the Banu Israel. Now, wallahi, it may be difficult for me and you to imagine this. Maybe our sisters can. Imagine during that time being pregnant. Imagine being a dad during that time. Knowing you are expecting a baby, right? You are expecting a baby. But if that baby turned out to be a baby boy, he's going to be killed. How stressful that must have been. Wallahi, imagine sister going through 9 months of pregnancy, knowing for a fact, if that baby turned out to be a baby boy, he's going to be killed. Maybe the dads will imagine this. Wallahi, for those of you who have babies, imagine the pain of childbirth. Going through all that, knowing for a fact, when the baby is born, if that baby turned out to be a baby boy, the baby is going to be killed. Imagine how stressful that must have been. So what the ladies used to do, they used to hide their pregnancies, which is fine. You can hide the pregnancy, you can wear some big clothes, you can hide it. You can stop going out, which is fine. But when the baby is born, you also need to hide the baby. We all know what babies do best. They cry. They scream. They cry for a reason. They cry for no reason. They cry when they want to be fed. They cry when they are full. They cry when there is nobody around them. They cry when there is somebody around them. So Allah heard the cry of those women, especially the mother of Musa alayhi salatu wasalam. So he inspired to her. Allah inspired to the mother of Musa and tell her, carry on feeding your child. Feed your child. But if you fear for his life, Allah said. So it's brother, wallahi, I can't stress this. It's allowed to have worries. It's okay to have worries. Just don't go overboard. It's okay to be anxious. Just don't go overboard. When you have those feelings, wallahi, turn back to Allah. That is where you're going to get the best results. Allah tell him, when you fear for his life, cast him into the river. Now, wallahi, if I had if you use common sense here, if I had a baby, or if I have a baby, I know if I try to close his mouth and make sure nobody hear about him, there's a likelihood that the baby may survive. But if I use common sense, if I cast that baby into the river, and this is the river Nile we're talking about, famous from its crocodiles, you know for a fact there is a likelihood that baby boy will be eaten by a crocodile. You know for a fact that baby boy may drown. But this is an order from Allah. This is an order from Allah. Allah ordered her, if she feared for baby Musa's life, to cast baby Musa into Nile.